stand for the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Approval of agenda.
Move to approve.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Approved minutes from May 14th of 26th.
So moved. Support.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. We're moving right along. Accounts payable due May 28th. Regular meeting, 166, 169, total, 169.81. Payroll dated May 21st, regular, 144, 765, 73.
I move to approve.
Support.
Any questions?
Give me a moment here.
Okay.
So we did payroll and
Oh, I got two of these.
oh, got together.
That might be Kathy's too.
She got some of her favorite. We make sure.
Beaver removal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them little buggers have been busy this year.
You get somebody to trap them or?
He's a licensed trapper that can remove them under,
Yeah, I think they're restricted.
no, under, I won't say hazardous, but it's
Environmental.
invasive. So he can trap them out of season.
I think there's 9 on this AP, but I think you got another 3.
I think he's up to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, does he relocate them or?
No, they permanently get relocated.
I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Might be able to get a hat out of this.
I don't need one this time of the year.
No, I don't think I would.
They go to a good home.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm ready.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same.
I got some woodchucks that like to tag along.
Oh, man, they're terrible.
Oh, I know it. My dogs have been doing a pretty good job doing it.
We're doing both of these.
Yeah.
Payroll and.
Yeah.
Can you do that check?
Done.
Treasurer's report.
Beginning cash and investment balance is $3,290,944.91. Total receipts is $79,872.76. Total bills and payroll were $310,935.54. CD reserve for 2 trucks is $705,684.82. Ending available fund balance is $2,354,197.31, and outstanding accounts payable is $22,974.81.
Any questions?
Yeah, where's mine?
Yeah, that's the one.
Probably.
That's
Oh, I thought you meant money.
No, that's give that to Mike there. Somehow you get, somehow I
I
got
thought there
yours
was
too.
money.
I thought you meant where's mine on my machine.
All right, it'll stand as presented. Thank you. We've got a couple minutes we can do, public comment. Anything back there?
I had one person, they asked me on where the citizens can pay for extra brining. Do they have to wait till the first one's done, or can it get done? So anytime?
Just give me a call.
Okay.
Now, they gotta do 1 mile.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I already told him that,
Alright.
he didn't have a problem with that at all.
Alright, nope, just have him get a hold of us and
Okay.
we can schedule it, cause you are gonna be
Wait,
almost towards the end.
yeah, I was gonna say if we're gonna be later on. I see 5 of their trucks went through Allen today. If it's the
We're
same-
doing some, we're doing some right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's the same people, there's 5 of them went through town today.
But yeah, all you gotta do is get a hold of me.
Alright, I'll let him know then.
Want me to go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, one quick thing, we got a letter from CRASA basically saying one of the candidates that they had for a trustee position, backed out of the nomination, so there's an open slot, if one of you would like to. Other than that, there's another letter that came along with it that was from the HR finance director at Muskegon, which she's basically applying to, be entertained for that position, would like your support. If that's the case, then we'll leave it at that. Let's see. I think I talked about it a little bit in the past, about the need for repairing our hoists in the maintenance shop and possibly even getting a 6-post portable lift system to help out. Right now we got one quote, we'll have to get some more, but that's basically running in the 70 to 75,000 range to do that. To repair the hoist that we have, there's I think 2 of them that needs repair. That's going to be in the 20 to 30,000 just to repair what's there. So one way or another, we got to fix the in-ground hoist, and I would like to have the authority to look at getting the 6-post lift. It's portable and they're all radio controlled and everything. So if you're okay with that, I'm going to press forward with getting some more quotes and see where we're at. Okay.
The in-ground ones are getting to be a thing of the past.
They are, but they're still there and they still.
Right.
Let's see. So I know you were handed a copy of the audit for this year, and they'll be presenting that
June 25th.
on the 25th.
I think I'm gone that time.
I will be gone that time. So the only thing that I've noted on there is the auditors didn't find any issues with our audit this year, other than the Treasury Department put in a need for a corrective action plan, because stating that, and whatever law is on the book there, it's in there, that we've had expenditures be more than revenues for 3 years in a row. And we've got to explain why or how we're gonna fix that. Because I guess there's a state law or a law that says that triggers a corrective action plan requirement.
I think we ran into that probably 10 years ago.
So anyway, just rough estimates, and these aren't exact numbers, but I figured in 2023 we spent just shy of 250,000 more than what we brought in. 2024 was just a hair over $1 million, and 2025 was right at 300,000. And so those 3 years were exceeding. The 2024, which is so high, that's the year we bought those trucks. And so, to me, that's all, if not most of that. And most all that can be covered under the capital improvement, vehicles and stuff that we bought over 3 years. Now, part of that is, and we need to address the difference between primary and local expenditures. And so, again, I went in and looked in 2023, we spent 5.3 on primary roads and 6.3 on locals. So we're $1 million more on locals that we had to probably transfer money to. In 2024 is opposite, we were $1 million more better on the primaries, which is probably where we should be. 2025 we were $3 million. Last year we were $3 million less. And so basically that comes from all the township projects that we get. That's where a lot of money went. So we're gonna have to balance that out a little bit to get back to, the percentages we should be. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it was a pretty good audit. I think Katie got through it pretty good. And if that's the only thing we got was to explain why, 3 years in a row, I think that's pretty good.
So what's our ending fund balance, Katie?
Let me get to that page.
That's about 4.5.
Yeah. Okay, so then how much, there's probably what, 2 million of that's probably in cash.
Yeah.
Roughly, yes.
Yeah.
So just as an overall, I also did do a little bit of research there. The ending fund balance for 23 was 5.8, 24 was 4.8, and then 25 is 4.5. So we just ended with 4.5 as a fund balance, which personally I don't think we need to be any lower than that.
No.
I think it needs to be a little higher actually, but.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you gotta remember fund balance is all our inventory too.
I know.
So when we build all
I know.
that gravel up in Watkins Pit, that's a huge part of our fund balance.
Inventory, yeah.
But that was a good thing.
Yeah,
But with the cost of bridges
When we
and the
get all those
cost of
bridges,
all these failures
we
that
need
are
more.
happening, one bridge could wipe that out.
well, we just need to tell Treasury that they get their act together in Lansing and send us some of this money that the legislature approved last year.
I'll be behind you.
I don't think you really know when that's gonna happen, do
Well, they keep telling us it's coming, but.
they?
It's that end of April, but
So anyway,
But we know when that's coming.
I just wanted to have you aware of, and you'll read it in there, that I'll do a corrective action plan as to why we feel that it was like that, and probably next meeting or at that, we can.
there's nothing in the audit saying a corrective action plan. It's an email I got from the treasury.
And so, and actually this has to be done within 30 days, so June 21st, it has to be submitted. So, we'll do that.
Some of those people in Lansing and Treasury, this is just a make-work project to justify their position.
Apparently, because if we had negative fund balance, I could understand that. But we've got a good fund balance, so
Yeah.
what, I don't know why it makes a difference.
The cold mix. So now we're at, ready to do the cold mix bid.
Let's do the cold.
Yeah.
I received one. I believe I put them in order when we first brought them from each.
All right.
This is cold mix. I know, then.
Cold mix right here. How many did we get for cold mix?
I think it's some here. She's gonna see if we have any, is she checking to make sure any more coming?
Any in the shop?
They're calling the shop right now.
Alright, well, we can press for this one so far, or do you want to clean it to that?
You can go ahead.
So this one is, currently we have one, it's from, Unique Paving Materials.
Someone just walked in with the envelope. Sorry.
No whole mix, but he's for catch basin, he's gonna bring it back.
Alright, so for cold mix, UPM cold mix, picked up price from Glacial Sand and Gravel is,
So we don't have a picked up price on the bid tab. So, I'll make it.
okay, so they got two. So they got the UPM cold mix delivered, basically, at 136.30. And then they got a C-note UPM cold mix picked up for us to come pick it up at 130 even.
And where is that coming out of?
Glacial Sand and Gravel out of, other than Jonesville.
Jonesville.
So if we need something quick, we could go pick it up. This is basically them bringing it in at 50-ton loads in a gravel train. They know we're bringing in 50 tons at a time and dump it. But if we need to just send a truck and get some, we can't. And so with that being said, I guess I would recommend awarding, I want to add in that they did submit a fuel surcharge. And it's got a whole range of, if it's 0 to 399.99, there's no surcharge. When it hits $4 a gallon, then there's a surcharge, and it goes, as the price goes up, the surcharge goes up. So
We're already there.
right now, we're at the, I guess today, it was 409 in town there, and it would be a 3%, so it's,
You looking at gas or diesel?
I was looking at gas, okay, yeah, diesel probably going to 5.
There'd be a lot of truckers
Pay a lot
happy to
more.
pay $4.09 for diesel.
Even at 5 to 510 is 16.5, so it's $11, so it'd be $11 a ton to
Additional.
add it onto it. But depending on what the cost is, that's a sliding
So it'd be 147.
sliding target.
Yeah,
So just so you know, because they're all going to be coming in with
Oh, they all do.
surcharges now. So we've been trying to work with the companies to help where we can, but we can't absorb all that if that's what their bid was.
The price is firm until,
They got, as long as the bid's accepted within 30 days, the price stays. So I would recommend accepting, awarding the bid to Unique Paving.
so,
Support.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same.
So then the next one isn't due until 10:30, so I'll go on.
So just a question on cold patch, how does that price compare with the past year? It's probably up some.
Oh yes, it's up significantly. They haven't raised their prices in like 7 years or something like that. So there was a price hike for that, and because of the materials they use to make it, the material costs went up too, and the trucking, so.
Well, the price of
last
oil.
year.
I think it was like 128,
Yeah, something like that. So
129.
it went up not quite $10.
Yeah, but like you said, we've had it.
Yeah,
They've
for
extended
quite a
it
few
now.
years, and they've kept it low for quite a few years, so. We work good with them, so. Just FYI, the M99 concrete repairs that you approved a meeting or two ago will start June 1st. And they're apparently talking about 2 weeks to do the concrete repairs. Lake Somerset, you also approved the, contract to pulverize, some of the roads on the east side of the lake. So that will start next week. The guys have been out skip paving, they've been hitting all the project roads for the townships. They've about got those wrapped up. We got one or two that are, I think you're gonna approve today, and maybe the last ones that you approved, there's a couple that they're still working on. But they should have them wrapped up and be switching over to chip seal probably within the next 2 weeks. So that's where they're at with that. The guys have been out scraping the gravel roads, getting ready for brine. They started in Wheatland, and I believe we've got about 3, they're brining Wheatland today. We've got about 3 townships total that are scraped ahead of them, and the gravel, and so we'll just keep going. But there's a couple of townships we haven't got contracts for. We were supposed to start with Somerset, but they didn't get a contract to us until you'll be signing it today. So we started with Wheatland, and when we come back around and get to Moscow, they'll go over and hit Somerset and then continue on. But there's a couple of townships that haven't got us a contract yet. Let's see, we already talked about the beavers a little bit. I think he's up to 12, and they just said plugging the tubes as fast as we could take them out, so we had to start trapping them out of there. We'll try to keep up with them until we got our tubes back.
Busy beavers.
Yes, they are. So I will be asking, or I sent out an email to all of you the other day about RFP for engineering and inspection services. So as long as you're okay with that, I'm gonna work with Heather. We're gonna do up an RFP, get some proposals in to see what it's gonna cost us to do different things. There's multiple companies that we've used in the past. Because there's no way Heather can keep up with all this at one time, and it'll just be a good option to pick and choose. We'll be able to pick and choose which ones we want to use. So if you're good with that, I'll bring the RFP next time, or I won't be here for the next 2 meetings. Heather will be filling in, and so if we can get those done, she'll bring them to you.
We don't have any bridge construction projects this summer, do we? I don't think we do.
Not that it'll construct this year, I don't believe. They're all through next year. That'll be another part of this. I'm sure I didn't go over here. Alright, so then, a lot of these are the same things that you've been getting every meeting, but we got a lot of culverts out there that we're working on. The Union Road west of 127, we contacted Corby Energy. They came out to see if they could sleeve it and maybe save us from digging up a deep ditch there. They said it's too far gone and it's not sleevable, it needs to be replaced. So we'll have to work on, we'll get Eagle to come out and give us a preliminary review again. It's a 48-inch by 82-foot long. And it's about 18 foot deep. So it'll be a significant dig, and we'll have to replace it. But that is they said in the future, if we start seeing that little sinkhole or something from the tube, give them a call, they'll come out and look at it right then and see if they can sleep it. So in the future it could help out. Carpenter Road in Austin, there's a culvert. We've got a temporary traffic lights out there because the one lane had started to collapse. We've got everything pushed to the far lane. We'll be working with the Drain Commission on that.
Which township is that in? Which road is it?
Carpenter Road, it's in Austin.
Okay, so that's Amboy Township.
It's a primary road.
Yeah, so that, if it's primary road, it's totally on us, so we don't have to worry about, working with the township on that. And that one's actually a 94-foot culvert. It's also on, that's the other thing, it's on a drain. So we'll work with the Drain Commission, because we not only need our right of way for the road, but we need their right of way for the length of the tube, because the tube goes outside of our right of way, so he has the right of way for that too, so we should be good. Special markings are all done. they'll come back and do long lines here in a little while, but then they've got the ones after all of our projects are done to finish those up, so we're not paying them twice. We put in a safety project, which is 8 sections of guardrail along Territorial Road. They basically go from Meade Road to US 127. If they get selected, then that's a 2028 project. But we submitted for that. Talked about Somerset Road. We're hoping to get the crack sealer out by Monday and start hitting some of those roads that need the crack seal. The Hartley Likely Road Bridge did not get chosen for the earmark, so we'll have to wait and see if it gets funded on the critical bridge, which it should, because it was like #1 last year, so it did good. And of course, the critical bridge applications that we did send in for the 3, we're still waiting for that to come back. We're still waiting on the 3 culverts for the different township contracts, which is Buckeye Road, Day Road, and Tamarack Road. Those are the same ones that we've had for a while. We're still working on the Somerset Road Bridge, working to try to do a smaller, like 22-foot span, or the original was 22 foot. Trying to do a smaller, like 18-foot span, and we'll have to see how that goes.
Did the bridge abutments get approved? Or?
No, that has to be total reconstruct. So if we do a timber bridge, we have to take out the old abutments, just put in a timber bridge.
But they wouldn't let us just put in the deck.
No.
This is in Somerset.
On Somerset Road.
Somerset Road,
Yeah,
Wheeling
Wheeling
Township,
Township.
yeah, I know.
Okay. Let's see, the Hartley Road, west of Pittsburgh Road culvert, we submitted the Eagle request to have them come out and see what it is gonna take. The existing structure is a 12-foot span box concrete culvert. So we'll see what they recommend and we'll go from there.
And that doesn't have flowing water either.
No, that's just like a big equalizer.
It's there during high water times.
You go from one field to the other and get
Across the road.
Waldron Road, south of Hoxie. Again, we submitted for the preliminary review from Eagle. It just puts it on the radar, basically. The existing is a 36 by 80 foot, so that would be on us, as long as it stays at 36. If it goes over 36, then we'd have to have a match. Woodridge Road, north of Montgomery. Again, submitted the Eagle review. The existing structure is a 60 by 35 foot long culvert.
That's the one that supervisor, I think, talked about at the last board meeting that's starting to go bad.
Let's see. Monte Carlo, there's no update on that. We're just waiting to see. Lewis Emery Park Dam, Eagle, we've asked Eagle to come out and do that inspection. We're just waiting on them to come out and do it. Albright is the contractor for doing our bridge maintenance. So they're gonna be all over the place, the numerous bridges that they're doing throughout. It's about $40,000 worth of work that they're doing. You'll see them throughout the county on different bridges that need. And we can probably switch over to.
Yep, our audit proposal.
So the next one is the audit, right?
Yeah.
And again, we only have one.
We're not making a motion. Next board meeting will be awarding the audit.
So this is a proposal, not a bid. So this is was hoped to get some pricing to compare, but we only have one. And so this one's coming from Manor Custodian. Yep.
So we didn't get a bid from Raymond.
I'm not sure why, because they told me they're gonna have one, so I don't know what happened. no more.
I'll make one last check, just to make sure.
She just,
Oh, okay.
I can check my email.
I can't believe it.
Unless something.
They've been doing our audit for quite a number of
Years,
years.
yeah. And they've always been 23,000 under.
So they've got it all listed out as to by year 26, 27, 28, which basically goes up $1,000. It starts at 18.5 for 26 and runs to 19.5 or 25 for 27 and 28 for a total of 58.5.
And so 28 is 20,500.
Yes. So again, that was just a proposal, so we will have to deal with that and see where we go. Give me another 15 minutes to talk.
There you go.
Question. You know, Raymond's done our audit for a long time. Can we reach out to them and say, you know,
I don't see why we can't, because like I said, it's a request for proposal, not a
Not a
not a
sealed
sealed
bid.
bid. But
we certainly need to do that.
and I think what we'll do is because we had a whole list of everybody we sent it to, we'll reach out to all of them to say,
The only ones, we heard back from a couple of them saying that their roster is totally full, they can't accept anymore, so there was just a couple.
okay, so we'll reach out to those, not just Raymond.
Yeah.
It'd be these three.
All right. Onwards and others. All the ditching and deburring projects that were left over from years past, Gilbert was the last one, that's done. They're all off the books now, so all ditching and deburring projects are complete that we have. Let's see, the state crews have been out mowing, doing coal patching as needed and picking up trash, couches, whatever happens, be thrown out on the roads.
When is the contractor supposed to start mowing in the rest?
I'll get to that here in a second.
Sorry.
I was about to answer it.
It started.
Yeah. Our paving crews are, like I said, are out, doing the contracts for the townships. And they're basically saying that the contracts that we have currently right now should be complete this week. So today, they should be done. Now, if you got other ones that you're approving, those will be on top of that. But, then they plan to switch over to chip seal in a couple weeks. Roadside mowing. Javonsky started mowing on Monday, the 26th. In the southeast corner of the county, they're gonna move through the county similar as they did last year and end in Camden. So they're gonna start, go north, south, north, south. So far, they're making pretty good ground, and they've already got quite a bit done. Gravel and limestone patching, our county crew started the township gravels and limestone back on the 20th. Started in Wheatland due to no contract yet for Somerset. That'll be, I think, one of the contracts you're gonna sign today. They're hauling limestone in Wright Township today, so they got,
I did Pittsburgh.
Wheatland and Pittsford done, and then they're doing Wright. Wheatland's getting scraped and Corrigan will be brining it today. Jefferson Township is scraped and ready for brine, and they'll be scraping Pittsburgh today. Our construction crew, they've been basically doing some ditching, but mainly all the cross tubes. There's a ton of cross tubes that they've been working on, and that's weather allows them, they get those knocked out. We're getting there on our seasonals. We had 5 returning seasonals that came back. 2 of them are mowers, so they'll have the swing arm or the arm mower to mow back the brush on the second cut. One that does coal patching, and then a couple that are flaggers. And then we have 7 additional seasonals that we hired. We have 4 of them, they've already started. 3 are kind of still in the process of getting physicals and paperwork and that stuff done. And then we'll basically basically have the seasonals that we need to do our crack seal and chip seal and all that. Let's see. Looks like, we still have Abbott to do next week for paving. That's from next door. Other than that. That's all I got.
I got a question.
Okay.
Did we do a proposal for Lake Van chip seal, fog seal?
Not yet.
I don't know if Amboy will go along with that or not, but it definitely needs it at.
East Diane.
Yeah, Bob and I went out there, that should have been chip sealed a couple of years ago.
It should have been, yep.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay. Any other questions?
Nope.
I guess we could hit public comment again.
Yeah.
Just a few.
But isn't these resolutions before public comment? Public comments after all the other motions are done?
Is it?
Yep.
No, because I jumped ahead with Amanda's comment.
But we did public comment before you started.
Okay, so that was first, okay. So yes, then you got the resolutions.
Under new business.
So we got resolution 26004, which is MDOT 26-5172, hot mix cold milling overlay. This is our urban.
Yeah, renewables.
That's 8. So it's Fire Street, Spring Street, Mechanic Road, to do that, basically mill and fill.
So I would have moved that we approve this contract, this, resolution 26004.
Or,
We got a roll call on it.
Yes, you do. There's all kinds of things. So Gary Leininger,
Yes.
Mike Carney,
Yes.
Doug Godfrey,
Yes.
Mark Pine.
yes. I move that we approve county resolution 26-05.
I'll support the motion.
Roll call.
Do I need to go over that as to what it is?
Probably better, I was just wondering what that
Yeah.
territorial
Give it
was
to us a
gonna be.
little.
So County Resolution 26-005 is also MDOT contract 26-5194, hot mix cold milling and resurfacing, aggregate shoulders and permanent pavement markings along Concord Road, from Sterling to, actually this is Concord Road from Sterling to the county line. Along Jonesville Road from McCain to 49, and along Territorial Road from Coke Road to M49. And it says and all together with necessary related work.
You guys ready for roll call or?
So just,
for clarification, so this territorial road, this is, Cope Road actually starts at the Indiana border.
Yes.
And we're going east to M49.
Yes, so then we're gonna, the plan is to go across territorial. From there.
This, yeah, so all of these are, in essence, federal aid
Yes.
projects.
The only thing that changed from last year, because we did the Jonesville Road and Concord Road last year. Last year we did a section of Herrings, this year we're doing territorial and finishing up those other two.
Okay.
Mike Carney,
Yes.
Doug Godfrey,
Yes.
Mark Klein,
Yes.
Gary Leonard.
Yeah. Any idea when the three projects that we just approved, when they might get started?
I'm not sure, but I'll probably get a text here in a second.
I think they're in the June bid,
They're,
in the
yeah,
bid letting.
for some reason June is the bid letting is, I think. So it won't be long after that, it'll be this summer. It might be in July. We did, just so you can see it, but, normally we were gonna go from Sterling to Litchfield Road, and we like to go Sterling to the county line, get that one done for Concord Road. So that'll be completed this year. The bid let is June 6th.
I remember.
It's coming up
She
soon.
says to figure a month or so after that,
Okay.
so sometime in July probably. I'll move on to some of the township contracts until time building does bid.
Yeah, good.
So those federal aid projects that we just talked about, those are all gonna be outside contractors.
Yes.
We're not gonna do any of that work ourselves.
Okay, township contract, Wright Township, Wheatland, and Somerset. You got your mileage you're gonna do and so on.
Can we do them all at once?
Yeah,
I move that we approve the 2026 township contracts for Wright, Wheeling, and Somerset.
I'll support the motion.
all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
And now we gotta go to sign.
We only got 1 minute, so
You got a minute to sign.
I'm
Just a
going as
minute.
fast as I can.
You gotta stop watch.
In 5 seconds.
With some sort of a contest.
I hope not.
We're gonna do open another bid in a minute.
Yeah, I know. But-
Okay, no more bids.
Are you ready for the bids?
Sure.
All right, so we now have 3 bids. And this first one is from Pipeline Management Company for catch basin cleanout, RFB 05226.
It's not listed on there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's weird.
We got a blank spot at the bottom, you can write it in.
All others.
Who is it? Pipeline Management Company.
All right, so they're quit. All right, they got a significant list of equipment so they can handle the volume. Let's see, for the state trunk line catch basins, there's 393 of them. The unit price of $254. So the state trunk line total price is $99,822.
Say that again.
$99,822. The county catch basins, there's 46 with a unit price of $300 each for a total of $13,800. The next one is from Rogue Industrial Services. Okay, again, for the state trunk line, 393 catch basins, a unit price of $139.99 for a state trunk line total price of $55,016.07.
55,000, how much?
16.
016.
Yeah, 016 and 7 cents. The county catch basins for the 46 with a unit price of $139.99 comes out to $6,439.54. And the third one is from M&K Jetting and Televising Incorporated. Okay. For the same thing for the 393 state trunk line catch basins, is $235 each for a total price of $92,355. And then the 46 county catch basins at $235 each is a total of $10,810.
So in terms of equipment,
All vendors seem to have a good enough equipment list that they can handle the volume that we have.
have any of these three done this work for us in the past?
Yes.
I know Rogue has done it in the past, and I don't know
MK hasn't done it in the past, but when we bid this out last time, they were awarded it, but we didn't have it done, so. Cause it was only every 2 years. They got bid out.
Okay.
So Rogue is the only one that's officially done it.
Okay.
We did it in 22 and 24, not with Rogue. We did it in 22 and 24.
Right.
Yeah, we're very familiar. We have all our GIS data.
Which firm are you with?
Rogue Industrial Services, yeah.
And so this is, like she said, this is for every 2 years, this gets done every 2 years, doesn't get done every year.
Correct.
Well, clearly they're the low bid if they've done it in 22 and 24 and we were satisfied with their work.
We have that.
I would move we award the bid to Rogue Industrial Services.
Kevin Sanders still work here?
Yes, it does.
Good guy.
I'll
How much
support.
do we pay you?
Pardon? How much you pay? Yeah, quite a bit. He's
And
the
Mark
best
Ryan.
guy ever, which makes things so easy. Yeah, no. It's a good project.
That's debatable.
Mark supported the motion.
Yes, I heard that.
I didn't know all the others.
All three of these companies are valid companies, and they all do a good job. It's a matter of price, really, when it comes down to it.
Any other questions? If not, yes.
I'm good.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna go, yeah.
He's just waiting for you to.
Yeah, to make sure everybody's all right, yeah.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
A significant difference.
Yeah,
I would say so.
man.
My car. All right, so that takes care of all those. Takes care of
You might wanna slide back, was there any old business we skipped over, but anybody have anything?
That'd be up to you guys.
No?
Thank you.
I have just a question. I know last time we met, I saw the Dodge 1-ton approval on the payables, but I didn't see the Ford. Did we get the Ford truck?
That was the one with crew
Yeah.
cab, wasn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was, yes.
Okay, well, I probably just missed
Yeah, we
it.
got both dump trucks. We actually looked at a third one, but decided against it. It had a little more wear and tear than we wanted.
The red one, that was it, still those
Yeah.
two?
The high reach has still been rebid. It hasn't hit the reserve yet, but it's close. And we'll see how that pans out. The other pickup, I think, is already sold.
Yes, I got that wrong.
Oh, you're talking our high reach.
Yes.
Yes, well, these are the ones we're selling.
I thought you were
Yeah.
buying
What was
another
the-
high reach.
what was the minimum?
It's
I'm not gonna say, I'm
on what, the high reach?
Yeah.
We,
the reserve has not been met.
were you gonna ask if it's not met, if we can go to the closest?
Yes, need to do that. So, if the reserve isn't met, would you be willing to accept whatever bids there, if we feel it's reasonable?
I would say so.
Yeah,
Isn't
as
this,
long as it's,
Close or
Close.
reasonable?
this is our third time posting it.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
third time that hasn't, and we reduced the reserve last time, so we'll see what we get. With that, once that's done, I'm probably gonna be looking to find another high reach similar to the one we bought a little while ago, and then sell the old green high reach that we have. And when we get done, that'll leave us with the two high reaches with capabilities to take care of our trees.
That green one can still be certified.
It was certified this year. I don't know if they'll certify it again.
That's what I was gonna say. That big
I wanna say
one.
it's like a 1985 or something like that. It's like,
BPU had it.
Yeah, we used to,
Before county bought it. It's giving good service.
yeah, and it's still working.
yeah. Does, the company we bought the other high reach from have any more?
They have them constantly, and they have reaches all over the county or all over the country that they can, if we look for something specific, they can pull. But there's quite a few of them out there really that are in good shape and
Yeah,
they're probably in that 45 to 50 range, which isn't too bad.
So I have another question I just thought about. So I know in Somerset, are we grinding up some blacktop around the lakes?
Like
And-
Somerset.
Yeah, Lake Somerset.
On the east
And
side.
so with the plan of repaving that next year or maybe the following year, I mean,
That's their intention.
well, I know I heard some comment from a resident in that area. He was concerned that we were gonna turn that back to gravel and then never go back to blacktop again. But
I would hope not.
yeah,
But the intent is talking with the township supervisor and an individual from the Lake Association. Their intent is to try to get them all pulverized this year and repave them next year.
And that's all based on the township agreement.
Yes.
sure.
As far as I can see, and I've got to take them at their word, is that they intend to get it pulverized, let traffic compact it, stuff for a year, and then pave it next year.
It sounds to me like, maybe the
township people need to do a better job of communicating that with their citizens.
That could be too. But, no, that is the intent, is to repave it. Now, if we can somehow talk them into, or even cost share on some of that permasign that's over there, that might be a good place to try it, which would lock up a low volume road and see how that works.
Not a lot of truck traffic on it.
No, it's your basic school bus and garbage trucks, they're the heavy,
But
but I think if
even they're heavy enough.
if that can get done and compacted and be hard, kind of like the sample there, that'd be a good, and it wouldn't just be a gravel road for them, it'd be a hard surface, but
It'd probably keep dust
Wouldn't you
down.
have to know that by next week?
yes, well, yeah, we're talking about them, but
How much does that cost then, by doing it like that?
significantly, it's, I wanna say they said it was like 9,000 a mile to have enough material to do a mile, and I think there's only like,
Seems like it's 2 miles.
that's like I think it's like 1.18 miles or something like that of, so in the grand scheme of things, it could add about $10,000 to the polymerization
I
process,
think
but,
it's like 2 miles total.
yeah, maybe, some of the roads are already done.
We're not doing all the roads.
So, it's just an option, and then if we can, great, if not, we'll see if we can figure it out somewhere else, but.
But you put that stuff on and pave over it, it'd make a road last for a long time.
In principle, yes, and that's where I would say that comes in, not just to do a road and leave it, or do a road and chip seal it, which is what some places do, I guess, in the south. But I think if we did that, and then knowing we pave over it the next year, I would think that would give you a really good base so it stayed. But we'll have to see.
Answer no.
Public comment?
That's what, anybody else? Anything? Public comment? Nothing? Nothing? Oh, man. You're getting us off easy today. Anything else?
I'm saving up.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me know which meeting that's gonna be.
He's gonna come talk to me after the meeting.
Could you get a report ahead?
Yeah.
Some BS somewhere.